Talking about Gareth Southgate is like talking about your mate at work, which you know is a good bloke inside, but in terms of his job, he's absolutely fucking useless. England, of course, has gone through the Group C, the most forgettable, and you can possibly make a case of the worst group in European Championship history. I would know, I've done an entire video on it 2 days ago. Look, I think we're a bit better than this. I know, unpopular opinion, yeah, very unpopular opinion, I think we are better than the way we are playing. Southgate, obviously, was booed by his own fans after topping the group. Do you know how hard it is to top the group at a major tournament and still be booed? It is genuinely impressive. Like, genuinely impressive how we've pulled this off. So hear me out here. England, of course, are still in the tournament. We are still in the round of 16. No one has any real hope that we will win the entire thing or even go on to be in the semis or the final. That would be a massive miracle at this stage. However, I am of course willing to admit the fact that this can very easily come around and bite me, and I would love nothing more than for people to laugh at this video, because that means that we would have went on to win the entire thing or at least be in the final. But nothing has shown me anything to believe that we are changing really at all. The plan from the first game has been wrong ever since, and that first half in the game against Slovenia was absolutely diabolical. They don't even look like they know each other. They don't even look like they know who anyone is, where they are, and what their job is meant to be. Multiple players being played out of position for seemingly no reason, and years on we still don't know how to play these players. Phil Foden has still not been given an actual position for 3 years now. We still don't know where to play him. It's been 3 years, we should now know. He's not a left winger, he's a number 10. Gareth Southgate claiming that the lack of a Calvin Phillips is something that they have to deal with. Right now it is quite an unusual environment. Who creates the environment? Yes, the players seem like they're a lot more likable and a lot more together than what it used to be. Maybe not as together as what they used to look like back in the day. However, what is the environment right now? What is the England style of play? The style of play is to play slowly, to not press at all, and then have the captain of England, Harry Kane, claim that they don't know how to press, to pass side to side, consistently playing your team out of position on a regular basis. And England, of course, is the extreme. When you have won one game, everyone loves you and you're going to win the entire thing. And if you don't win a game, then it's absolute calamity. And that is fair. It is right to feel a bit unfair that potentially you are being judged unwillingly. However, it's not like we don't know they are better than what they are. In the third game, when you have already qualified to next round, this is your last chance to really experiment or make any changes, because now it's round of 16 and now it really matters. So play some players that you haven't played yet to see how they do. And he gave Palmer 15 minutes and he gave Gordon, I don't know, like 5 minutes. And in that period of time, they made much more of an impact than what the rest of the players have done for the entire game. Let's stick with the facts here. England have topped the group, but they've only considered 1 goal. There's some positives. Negatives, we've only scored 2 goals, and realistically, topping the group is quite fortunate. But also positive, we are on the better side of the draw. Negative, it probably doesn't matter who we play. Look, England fans are always going to be over the top. England historically have really done nothing. And I gotta also say for the men's, because as Harry Kane said, as a nation has not won anything for a long time. For some reason, people are trying to make a fuss about the women's team and like, oh, they won the Euros. Yeah, but like he's on about the ex-England players of Gary Lineker and Alan Shearer criticising the men's national team at the men's tournament. They're not talking about the women's national team, are they? I think for everyone involved, it's good for all parties that we simply would just move on. This will now be his 4th tournament. Yes, England have gone to a final. Yes, England has gone to a semi-final. First final since 1966. It's a big deal. Yes, we did lose in both of them. And for Italy, you may say, oh, but it was very harsh. It was a penalty shootout. You can never predict those. It's 50-50, right? But we was 1-0 up in second minute and then decided to sit back for the rest of the game predominantly, which was stupid. The fact that we did not beat Italy in that final is, to this day, in my opinion, a complete joke, and every single thing went in our favour for that entire tournament and we still couldn't capitalise on it. But the facts are this though, for the entirety of Euro 2024, England has been quantifiably the worst team to watch in every game. If you think about the worst games of the tournament so far, with no real action, no real intensity, no real drama, no real chances, England is almost every single game, other than maybe the first 20-30 minutes of Serbia game and maybe some periods of the second half last night, which we were kind of on the edge of their box, still not really making any chances. That's it. So look, here's my general thoughts about the situation, right? I see why Gareth Southgate acts the way that he does. I see why he wants to play a certain style of football. He wants to be pragmatic. He wants to always be wary of the defence because, in his opinion, and typically in international football, defence wins championships. If you don't concede goals, then you are likely to not lose the game, and that is his mentality. That is why consistently when we do go 1-0 up, we then pretty much change our style of football immediately to be in a lot more defensive, cautious state. This has come up a ton of times, even in this tournament against Serbia. The moment we went 1-0 up, we then defended and then looked after our lead. Same thing against Denmark. This graphic here is absolutely damning on that situation, and it seems to be a common theme, and that is what cost us the final back in Euro 2020, that being pragmatic is sometimes a curse, especially when you don't need to be sometimes. Being pragmatic and being more wary, sure, but you could potentially go out and do that in the last 15-20 minutes of a game if you really want to, but he does it by the second that we actually take the lead. Conservative, risk-averse style of football to maximise the team's chances in the knockout stages. He prioritises defensive solidity, structure and a cautious build-up play over expansive attacking play, which is the main fundamental issue of what people have, because simply put, you are limiting everything our team has when it's in the final third of the pitch. Yes, right now England are on the favourable side of the draw, whatever that means. Like, it means that we could play against Netherlands or Slovakia or a Ukraine or Romania or something like that. It's still all over the place right now. We'll know more after tonight. However, I don't think it matters. We got fortunate draw in 2018 and 2020. Then we had Senegal in the World Cup, and then we faced France. And now it looks like we're going to face, if we do somehow go through, either the winner of Switzerland or Italy, which again you may say is favourable. Switzerland look a lot better than we do. England have been awful so far, and that is not good enough. Honestly, tell me your thoughts down below. Again, I would love this to really bite me on the arse and that it turns out that we actually have won the entire thing and everything clicks, but I can't see a world where Southgate will make big decisions and make drop players or change the style of play. He will always be defense first. It will always be cautious first, and that is just the reality of it, and we're gonna have to deal with it until eventually he will leave, and he will leave by the end of this tournament. I believe no matter what, even if we win it, I imagine that it will still go. This is it, and it's likely to end on a sour note. I really hope it doesn't, but if we are to play Netherlands next, it is very likely that we will get knocked out. That's just the way I see it. But you guys tell me down below, what do you guys think? I hope you did enjoy my random England rambling, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for the support, by the way, on my Euros video. Please go and check it out. I put a lot of time to that video, and I'm very happy with how it's turned out. So please go and check out that video. And Vizeh Designs, my own design company, link down below top of the description. And I think I'll get another video out tomorrow as well. So I'll see you guys then. Enjoy your day, boys. Peace.